Hi, I'm Carol. It's Friday Sews. Friday Sews, as you all know, was created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. I actually searched last week to find some new Friday Sew creators. There's so many of us, and I'm going to look down at my notes to make sure I get it right. I came across two new fabulous people. That's the good thing. We've all got so many different things to offer. We're all very different in our sewing and abilities, and these two are absolutely fabulous people. There's CF Designs by Christine. She was brilliant to watch. And from the UK, One Girl and Her Machines. Both of them so interesting and all the different things they're doing. That's why this is so great. So, right, I'll give you an update on the shark tea photo, which I made for my grandson last week, and he's really super pleased with it. So that's good news. So of course that means I had to make another one for my other grandson. And do you remember that fabulous fabric I bought when we went away? This fabric here. Well, I made him this little t-shirt. It's so adorable. And which one did I use for that? The Burda 9316. It's got the poppers on the shoulders. And there you go. Now, I'm so fortunate to be on a Wednesday evening. I join in with Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, Trish from Pinky's Farm, Adam from Adam Sews. This week we had Andra from Andra Makes, so it was even better. There were 5 of us. And while I was on the Zoom call, I did the poppers and I stayed calm. And yes, one went wrong, but I found that if I was taking my mind off it, chatting to everybody else, I managed to get them all done successfully. So I was really pleased with that. One thing I forgot to tell you about last week, and I can't believe I forgot to tell you, I'm sorry to blow my own trumpet. It sounds like I'm boasting, but I did a really good repair. My grandson came out of school with his most favourite baseball hat, and it was broken. The catches at the back were broken. I'll put the picture in. I haven't got it now because he's got it back again. But he was so upset because the plastic bit with all the holes were broken. So I thought, come on, I can repair this. I had some jeans material, some Jenna material. I had the Velcro, so it was just perfect. So I took out those plastic tag things and I replaced it with the denim and the Velcro, and he was thrilled. So, and of course, it's better the Velcro adjusting is so much better than the poppers. So I was so happy with that. That was a really good win for me. Now, last week I went to the charity shop, didn't I? And I got this fabric here. And it was quite a big dress, and it was like 2 ties at the neck. Very pleased to say that I made a top from it. I will show you, and I am so pleased with it. I was really pleased with that. I used New Look 6344. I've made this a couple of times. I've made it with sleeves. I ideally wanted to make it with sleeves, but I just didn't have enough fabric. So I just made the sleeveless version. The 2 ties that were around the neck of the dress, I actually just put either side just to clinch it in a little bit. So that was great. I used the original hem of the dress, so I didn't have to hem it. I didn't have to make the ties, but I did put some pleats in. So that was a really good win for me. I enjoyed doing that. Oh, in the video, I'm actually wearing a pair of trousers. I don't know if you're interested, but this has to win the prize for the most uninspiring pattern cover. But it's these trousers here, Simplicity 9121. And I know it's the most boring pattern ever, but it is a really good trouser pattern. I've never made the top. The top looks equally as dull, but I've used that quite a few times now, and I think it's really good. Now, I made the dress, the 8640, famous 8640, for my daughter. The only ones I've ever made, and I've seen Jen made and Trish, they've all made the sleeveless version. My daughter doesn't like that, so she wanted some sleeves on it. And initially I cut it and we thought they were going to be way too long. But actually, they look really good. She thought it might be too warm for summer, but because it's a really light viscose, it comes sort of down to her elbow, as you can see. And it works really well. I would almost consider doing that for a sort of an autumnal dress if you had a slightly thicker fabric. So that was good. I put pockets on it because this doesn't come with pockets. But do you remember the dress I made a few weeks ago, the one that was the tent, the A-line, and then came in? I stole the pocket from that one. So I put that one in. Every week there's a question that Jen asks, and I forget to ask you every single week. But last week her question was how many UFOs you have. And I said, no, I don't have any. Well, I do have one. I found one in the cupboard. And it was 3 years ago. I made these trousers here. Now, I made them out of a very light linen, funny linen. Here they are. Now, I put so much work into these. As you can see, you've got button pockets at the back. You've got button pockets on the side with a rouleau loop. And you've got 2 channels of elastic and this. You even I've even done the pocket in like a ribbon. But I did it with the elastic on the bottom. Now, they just looked dreadful. They looked like clown pajamas. I couldn't get the length right and it never worked. So I decided it was so much effort went into this. I decided to chop all that off and I've just serged the bottom for now. And I thought, that's fine, I'll make them into crop trousers. Well, look at them. I mean, they're just awful. They're just the wrong length. I don't know whether to take them up a bit, take them down a bit. I don't know whether to just turn them into shorts. I think, and I want your opinion, I think it's because the pockets are too low. I think in one of the photos I show you, if I've kind of adjusted it so the pocket could be up a bit. So is that possible, I wonder, to take all that pocket off and move it up? Trouble being, because it's quite a thin linen, I'm so frightened that it's just going to leave rows and rows of holes. Or shall I just sort of cut them a bit shorter and make them crops and just forget about it? I'm not sure. The thing is, I want a pair of cargo shorts. Now, I use the Kwik Sew short pattern all the time. Used it so many times. I love these shorts. I kind of make them halfway between that one and that one, really. Certainly don't wear them that short. But I'm thinking, could I make these shorts and use the side pockets for this on the side to make them all cargo shorts, sort of more utility shorts for a holiday we've got coming up. So I don't know whether to try that. If I do, I've got a piece of linen fabric, it's a meh colour. It's grey. I got the colour wrong. I always get the colour wrong when I'm ordering, and it's just a meh colour. So not sure. Do you believe in fate? Because I do, because I thought, how about if I could dye it? And I thought, oh, I've got some dye in a cupboard somewhere, I'll have a look. And sure enough, I have one tub of machine dye and it is olive green. Now that could work really, really well because that will really look kind of like walking shorts. So I was thinking of dyeing this fabric with this, probably dye something else as well because it's just such a waste to do it on one. And these might look better in green anyway. And then have a go at making the shorts with the pockets. So that could be quite good. I haven't forgotten that I've still got this short pattern as well that I bought from France. And I really must get around to doing this because I need to. Oh, when we were on the Zoom call the other night, it was a couple of weeks ago, I was chatting to them all and I said, oh, the one tool I love is called a purple thang, Thang. And I said, I've lost it. And Adam said, no, don't worry. He said, you can get them from Amazon. I'll send you the link, 4 in a packet. So sure enough, I have my new ones. Now, I don't know if you've ever used one of these, but they're brilliant for kind of feeding through difficult fabric or something stuck through the machine, saving your finger a bit. They're a good sort of corner poker, to sharpen the corners. And also it's got a hole through, so you can thread elastic through it as well. So they're multi-purpose little things, super cheap. And I've now got 5 I like 5 in some pretty colours. Now at the weekend we went to see my son, and he said those words that as sewers we all dread. Do you fancy a challenge? And I said, okay, go on then, what is it? And he said, a barbecue cover. Now his barbecue is sort of a quite a small size, but it's too big for a small cover and it's too small for a big cover. I took measurements, and initially my heart sunk and I thought, oh, shall I do it? But I might have a go. As I say, I've taken measurements and I'm going to have a look, see what fabric I can get. The trouble being is I can't get too heavy a weight of fabric because I haven't got a heavy duty sewing machine. So it's got to be, I was initially thinking ripstop, but that's going to be way too thin, I think. And then I thought also it's got to have something on the bottom to kind of, some ties or something, or maybe on elastic. So I don't know. That is in the pipeline to do, but I'm really not sure. We've got a quiet weekend ahead. Yay! We're actually not away this weekend, so if the weather's bad or we got some spare time, hopefully I can do some sewing. Um, Couple of things I need to do is my little small grandson is obsessed by cars, Disney cars, and he's got a few of them. And my daughter said, what I've made for them before is lots of toy bags, sort of for different things, for the cars or for Playmobil, or and I just make big drawstring bags so it can all be kept in the same thing. So I managed to get hold of 2 bits of crafting fabric. This one here, so I'm going to make a bag out of that for him. But I also got this fabric. Now this, despite being craft fabric, is quite soft. It hasn't even been washed yet. And I just don't know what to do with it. I was thinking maybe, but I'm not sure, to make him a little shirt out of it because it is quite soft. My only worry is the pattern is too large for a shirt, because I've had this pattern forever, just a little shirt pattern, and he's about sort of that size. But I'm not sure whether the actual pattern is going to be too big. I suppose that would say be the front of it. I'm really not sure. So may have to play around with that. But although it was sort of quilting cotton, it's a beautifully soft. So I think that's about it. I'll leave you for the question for the week. And the question was, what is your favourite type of garment to make? And all I can think of is my favourite type of garment to make is a quick one. Something like a t-shirt, something quick, something simple. I mean, every now and again, I love making this like a really involved dress, and I'm always pleased with the outcome. But I just like quick fabrics, getting stuff done. So that is my favourite type of garment to make. What's yours? Are you the same with me? Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you to all my subscribers. I'm heading towards the 1,000 mark, and that's going to be exciting. If I do get there, I'm going to have to make another banner for 1,000. Thanks everybody, and see you soon.